Hello everyone and welcome back to another how to build video. This is how to build EarthShaker weapon researcher Valenti. So this is the original Valenti that first released. This is the green Valenti. She's no event, she's just the default character. She's come out for free quite a while ago. That's actually the only reason I have one copy of her and I still only have her 1.6. But she's still a very useful character, mainly for cheesing in PvE content. That's the reason I thought I'd make a how to build for her, because she can be used to do the new demonic beast on the easiest difficulty, so I thought I'd have a quick how to build for her. So, overall, her stats aren't the best. Resistance is what she's mainly based off of, with her passive. The rest of the stats are mediocre and horrible. But, you know, she's not really there for her, for her cards or her damage, she's mainly there for her passive. So, her card is lower defense, single target, very bad multiplier. The actual decrease defense itself isn't the worst, it's mainly the attack multiplier, doesn't actually do that much. And this AoE is lower attack rate stats, and it doesn't do anything at level 1, and then at level 2 it does, but it's still the same multiplier. Don't understand why it's a thing, but yeah. And then a little bit more damage, 30% for 3 turns. Not the worst in PvP, but of course you don't really see her much in PvP, mainly because characters nowadays have stupidly high pierce rate, or just can't have their stats lowered at all. And then you have her ultimate, which is Rupture, which is, it's good when it's AoE and when there's a Rupture, like a buff meta, but in PvE, oh, my voice, many things have stances or buffs that can't be removed or aren't actually buffs, just grey buffs. But the main reason that she has very high resistance is because of her passive. So her passive is completely based off resistance, and it's decrease all enemies' pierce rate by the value of the hero's resistance at the start of battle, which is the reason why you want to have as high resistance as humanly possible. Of course, it's 100% of her pierce as well, which is also very useful. 100% of her resistance, so it's not, you know, half of her resistance, it's all of her resistance. Which is why when it comes to gear, you can do two different things. Either you can go for what I've got, which is HP defense, and the defense slots here are resistance, or you go for HP crit resistance. HP resistance, which will, of course, means you'll lower their pierce by more, which should actually be probably more helpful, especially in PvE, PvP, if you're going to use her in PvP. But in PvE, HP defense is probably the best way to go with those resistance rolls, just to ensure that she does have she does have a decent amount of defense, as well as having, you know, that decently high resistance stat to lower the enemy's pierce rate. Especially when it comes to the new demonic beast. New demonic beast, for some reason, is super powerful. He does have a lot of like cards with effects, like Sever, Flood, you know, cards that have really strong effects. When it comes to her outfits, you know, all of these are free or from other versions of Valenti. I don't have any of the paid diamond ones. Once again, these are all the event ones. This is the one that actually matches the set. But you don't really need them. She's mainly this there for, of course, the resistance. You could, if you in theory wanted to, get this one and this one because they give you resistance, but you know, these two give you resistance here. I believe this one has a default one. So yeah, this event one, this one, you know, they're all very good. Yeah, you just replace this one and then get this one as well. If you wanted to, of course, to make the most out of a passive. You probably want to go for pierce rate because she just doesn't have enough. Yeah, she just does not have enough crit chance to crit. So you could probably end up going for this one and then this one. Even though you could go for this one to get the extra crit damage for the extra CC, but you know, it's up to you. Haircuts, these are all the haircuts we've got for free. I have no idea why I've leveled them up at all. Maybe I was using her at some point for a video or something. Don't know. When it comes to her relic gives her decent amount of stats, decent attack, decent defense, and very average HP. The relic itself is fill the hero's ultimate move gauge by 4 orbs when an ally dies. Of course, this can be activated as many times as possible. So let's just say, just 4v4. One of your teammates dies, she gets ultimate gauge. You use the ultimate. Someone else in your team dies, she gets 4 moral gauge. It's very useful in that sense, but the only problem is her ultimate does like nothing. Even at 6-6, you're going to struggle to kill someone because it's Rupture. And Rupture's not the best. Of course, if if they do have a buff and you are 6-6, the multiplier will be insane and you might kill. But of course, her stats do have a big impact on that. She's got 37 pierce rate. That's nothing in today's meta. Like, okay, 37 pierce rate. Let's now go to newest melee, 123. Even if her passive was active, this melee would still have more pierce rate than her. even with her passive active. That's how insane, like, insanely low how her stats are. Of course, she's a very old character. She was built for, nerfing Blue Demon Melee, and of course, people used to use her to go against Rugal when Rugal was an actual character. Now he's just completely useless and can't be used for even PvE activities. Kind of sad, but that's what happens over time. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.